That's what Trump would have done. And that's the only reason that we're talking about how well Vivek did. They were already booing when he said climate change is a hoax. So I think what the booing was for him saying that everybody else is bought and paid for. Well, let's see. I want to know what you guys think, and we'll get some comments.
So I can say this: the climate change agenda is a hoax. The climate change agenda.
I don't know.
Let us be honest as Republicans. I'm the only person on the stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say this.
So that's where we would expect the boos, but we don't hear anything until the other candidates.
The climate change agenda is a hoax. The climate change agenda is a hoax, and we have to declare independence for it. And the reality is,
I don't know. I think I need a poll from you guys. What were they booing? What do you think? M169 saying she pushed back more effectively than the others, and she got under his skin. Yep. Zippy says to M169, you mean outshouted him? Typical crazy woman talking. I don't agree with that. That's yeah. I mean, they're all yelling over each other. I don't feel like that's necessary there. Unwanted foe saying DeSantis finally woke up. Call him Sleepy Joe. Frigo said that wasn't pushback. That was literally just political la 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 la. Fair enough. David Banner said climate change has been affected by humans for sure. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that it's reasonable to say that it's a hoax. Is the way that it's talked about obfuscated like every other issue? Absolutely. But I don't understand what the line of thinking of 100 years of pouring carbon into the atmosphere, how that doesn't change the atmosphere. Am I saying that we all should be, buying electric cars and making sure you don't have a gas stove and all that shit? Absolutely not. But that doesn't mean that carbon doesn't do things to the air. And if we ever want to be taken seriously, I don't know that the climate change is a hoax line really is going to help anybody. Ayush says, talking about Nikki Haley, if you buy her premise that Ukraine policy is the only option, then she seems to have damaged him. But if you're living in the real world, her attacks were inconsequential. Fair enough. But again, we have to remember these are the majority of people who are going to be affected most by these debates are the people who are not paying attention, who are just listening. Oh, you said a thing? Well, you're in a suit on TV, so it must be right. David Banner says the first boo for Vivek came from the Republican about climate change. People believe that we affected the climate. This is the GOP debate. Well, and that's why I'm a little bit confused, because I thought that was like, oh, based, it's a total hoax. That's what I would expect. But if they're booing that, then how, what would you want them to say about climate change? You know what I mean? I don't get it. Any Film says, I think they're booing the guy that is trying to butt in, saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. That makes sense. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if that.
Be honest as Republicans. I'm the only person on the stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say this.
No booze yet.
The climate change
no booze yet.
Is a hoax. The climate change agenda is a
I think Indy's got it. Them trying to so, and if that's the case, I mean, obviously, hindsight's 2020. But I'm the only one who's bought and paid for. And they're like, whoa. You're not bought and paid for? You're not, these person didn't donate to your thing, that. That's what you have to do in situations like this. That's what Trump would have done. And that's the only reason that we're talking about how well Vivek did. Because Trump wasn't there. Let's not forget that. And I'm speaking as somebody who would prefer to have Vivek as president than Trump. The only reason we're talking about how well Vivek did is because Trump wasn't there. Ayush said they are super PACs sitting in the crowd, like Trump said in 2016. So there are a lot of donors in the front, but the YAF, Young America Foundation, that's most of the crowd. So they're the youngins. Unwanted Foe said any professional politician is bought and paid for. Not Trump, not Vivek. They got their own money. Now, I'm not saying that they're not getting money and they're not being lobbied and stuff like that. But there's a big difference between somebody who is completely bought and paid for and somebody who is, just taking extras because they can. Zippy thinks they were booing the climate change as a hoax. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm with Indie Film. I think he's got it. Daniel said neither. It was them arguing about they're not bought and paid for. Okay, so now we got 2 on that side. I like that. I'm with that. Frigo says they were booing the other debater interjecting. All right, that's 3. You guys got it. Unwanted Foe said, I think the booing is for the bought and paid for. There's some people who believe their candidate is working for the people, unlike the others. Wow. Okay. So you guys saw right through that. That I was confused, but clearly you guys are all in agreement. Well, we do also actually maybe not, because we got the poll up. And bought and paid for is up at 62%, but we do have 38% of you saying that it is the climate change. So let me know. ML69 said the hoax portion is the fear mongering being done. The goalposts have been moving for 44 years. True. And I mean, how do we address that? We can't just be no, it's a hoax. No, that didn't happen. Regardless of the reality of the situation, the left is so bought in on climate change. That's going to be their next COVID. We have to have something better than it's a hoax. We have to have something better rhetorically, even if it is a complete fabricated hoax. We need a better rhetorical answer. Ayush said that he said the climate change agenda is a hoax. He doesn't go deep into that, but from other interviews, you'll get his argument better. The DNC opposes nuclear energy and gives free rein to China. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, is that it's a good line for the circumstances. If you dig into it, yes, but those types of sound bites are the types of sound bites that the left will use to say, oh, he's crazy. You don't have to listen to anything he says for the next year because he said climate change is a hoax. That's what's going to happen. Next is, I think people forget that we are still closer to the last ice age than we are to the next one. We are still on the warming side, but another ice age will happen unless the planet is destroyed first. And, it definitely could be. Interesting.
The anti-carbon agenda is the wet blanket on our economy. And so the reality is more
where are the cheers for that?
Of bad climate change policies than they are of actual climate change.
Okay, there's the cheers. Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. Good call.
Hold on. Listen. Hold on. I've had enough
here we go.
already tonight of a guy who sounds like ChatGPT standing up here.
I can just think of this trying to be nice. I can just think of him, sitting in his room. Like, oh, I'm going to say ChatGPT. The kids are going to love that.
And the last person in one of these debates, Brett, who stood in the middle of the stage and said, what's a skinny guy with an odd last name doing up here, was Barack Obama. And I'm afraid we're dealing with the same type of amateur standing on stage tonight.
Come over, give me a hug. Give me a hug just like you did to Obama.
Oh, I missed that the first time around. He said, give me a hug just like you gave Obama. Which again is a stupid, it's a stupid thing when you take the actual substance of it, but you need the sound bites. You need to be able to show that you're quick-witted, that you can come back. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.